She said it like it was nothing, like she was commenting on the weather. "I regret marrying you." The words landed in the room and stayed there, heavy, poisonous. We were standing in the kitchen, midnight. The overhead light flickered like it was nervous. She didn't look angry anymore, just tired. Honest. That was the part that hurt most. I didn't raise my voice, I didn't flinch. I just looked at her and said, "Then let's undo it." She laughed, a short, nervous sound. She thought it was a line. She thought it was posturing. By morning, I had already started dismantling her entire future. I used to believe marriages were built on shared silence, on knowing someone so well you didn't need words. We had that once, or at least I thought we did. We met before life hardened us, before ambition sharpened into weapons. She used to trace circles on my wrist when she couldn't sleep. I used to memorize the way she breathed when she lied awake, pretending she wasn't afraid of the dark. We built routines, coffee at dawn, grocery lists stuck to the fridge, private jokes that died the second someone else entered the room. I trusted her with boring things, bills, passwords, my reputation. That's how betrayal really works. It doesn't arrive loudly. It moves in quietly, using keys you handed over willingly. The first sign wasn't a message or a scent or a name. It was distance. Not the obvious kind, the surgical kind. She stopped asking questions, stopped caring how my day went. Her phone became an extension of her body, always face down, always locked, always just out of reach. She started smiling at things that had nothing to do with me. I noticed the pattern. Tuesdays and Thursdays she worked late. Sundays she suddenly needed space. When I touched her, she flinched, not in fear, but in guilt. Guilt is louder than anger if you listen closely. I didn't confront her. I never do when I'm unsure. I observe. No lipstick on a collar, no late-night confession, just a shared cloud account she forgot existed. I was looking for a document, something dull, tax-related. Instead, I found photos she never sent me. Hotel mirrors, bare skin, a man's hand on her waist, familiar in a way only intimacy can be. Videos without faces, but with sounds I recognized. Not pleasure, relief. That's what broke me. Not that she cheated, that she felt freer without me. I sat there for a long time, long enough for grief to knock, scream, and leave when I didn't answer. What stayed was clarity, cold, focused, precise. I stopped being a husband that night. I became an architect. I didn't cry, I didn't drink, I didn't rage. I planned. I documented everything. Metadata, dates, locations, patterns. I built a timeline that told a better story than any confession ever could. I reviewed our finances like a stranger, found the quiet discrepancies, the withdrawals that didn't make sense, the shared account funding her private life. Fraud isn't always malicious. Sometimes it's just careless entitlement. I spoke to a lawyer before I spoke to her. Annulment, fraud, misrepresentation of intent. He didn't blink when I showed him the evidence, just nodded slowly and said, "We can move fast." I wanted fast. I wanted overnight. She thought the fight was the climax. She was wrong. The night she said she regretted marrying me, I already knew about him, about the promises, about the future they whispered into each other's skin. Forever love, she called him once. I saw it in a message she forgot to delete. I wonder if she knows how absurd that phrase sounds when read by someone who knows the truth. I slept on the couch, not out of weakness, out of courtesy. By dawn, the paperwork was filed, accounts frozen, access revoked, notifications sent to the right people, quietly, legally, irreversibly. When she woke up, the marriage was already a corpse. She didn't understand at first. Confusion looks a lot like arrogance when it's interrupted. She asked why her cards weren't working, why her phone plan had changed, why the bank was calling. I handed her the documents. No speech, no explanation, just facts. She skimmed them once, then again. Her hands started shaking around page 3. "This is extreme," she said. I smiled for the first time in weeks. "No," I said, This is accurate. She cried then, real tears, the kind that demand sympathy. I felt nothing. Justice has a way of numbing everything else. He disappeared faster than I expected. That's the thing about men who love married women. They love the fantasy, not the consequences. The moment lawyers got involved, the moment timelines became evidence, the moment he realized he was no longer a secret but a liability, he vanished, blocked her, changed numbers, deleted accounts. Forever love doesn't survive subpoenas. She begged him to talk. I know because I read the messages later. Long paragraphs, apologies, promises, panic disguised as devotion. Silence was his only reply. That silence was my payoff, private, controlled, surgical. She tried to rewrite history, claimed she was lonely, claimed I was distant, claimed it just happened. I let her speak. People reveal everything when they think they're defending themselves. When she finished, I told her the truth. I didn't destroy this, I said. I just stopped protecting it. The power shift was visible. Her voice cracked. Her posture collapsed. She finally saw me, not as a husband, but as a consequence. She asked if there was any way back. I stood up. No, I said. You already chose forward. The aftermath was quiet. No public spectacle, no screaming matches, just assets divided, names removed, doors closed. Friends asked questions. I gave them nothing. Dignity doesn't need witnesses. She moved out. Smaller place, fewer mirrors. I heard she tried to reach him again weeks later. Still nothing. Forever had an expiration date. Now, when I think back to that night in the kitchen, I don't feel anger. I feel gratitude. She told the truth without realizing what it would cost her. She underestimated silence, mistook calm for weakness. That mistake changed everything. I didn't win because I was cruel. I won because I was prepared. Because when she said she regretted marrying me, I believed her, and I respected that truth enough to end it cleanly. Some people call that revenge. I call it closure, and I sleep very well now.